Heyo. What's up, Alexis? What are you up to, Alexis? How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Big Willie? Donka.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
I'm alive.
This is preseason football on E.
Right, they drove down and scored right off
so
the
the
rip.
football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Got it. Three's the mic. 93's the mic. Rock it. Sit up. Five.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad. You move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
There we go. First TD.
In the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown.
Ooh, he stopped him on defense. Hell yeah.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This complete to Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Oh, goddamn.
They'll look to throw. And
God damn it.
Down again. Preston Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They go with Jacobs.
Damn it.
He's not going anywhere. They
Was
stop
trying
him
to
for
get
no
it.
gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Come on, set, 50, plant, cut. Come, let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen to Richard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got him.
Thank God he caught that shit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score.
Good work, boys, let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Hey, what's up, Lifted? How you doing, homie?
Downfield offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go, set, 18,
Live. Doing good. Fortunately, I bit my tongue while I was eating breakfast, and yeah, I got a fucking nice little one. I don't even know what to call it. Those fucking little things on the side of your tongue or on the inside of your mouth. Fucking hurts like a bitch. Other than that, I'm golden.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 15. The open man here, Renfrow. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
A good pickup
Yeah, it could be worse,
13
though.
yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Damn, we should have caught that.
Misses the target, incomplete.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes
Oh,
it hard
shit,
to
I
win a
whipped
ball
it, I
game,
think.
because then you're
Yep.
relying on your
Fuck.
defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with
All
your
right.
offensive unit. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just...
Hey, at least they didn't score.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
They can't hang with us.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Oh, well. Only down by 3 going into half.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready, go.
You got three.
Let's go.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
Shit.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Come on, QB, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete.
Hold on to the fucking ball, guys. Come on.
Now it's 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yes, I'll take it.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Ooh, and we got the ball back.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10.
42. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
Defense, give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 30.
Hey, 734.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
First throw now for the backup Carr. And now the ball's
and he
out.
fumbled
Carr
it.
Lost it. Fumble.
Thankfully, I got that shit back.
Recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
You see me?
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw.
Hold on to the fucking ball, you dick.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Aitman complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so far.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
As soon as I saw him shut that block, I should have thrown it.
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll bring this one back.
And they score. Fuck me. All right.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw away.
Come on,
He's
lineman.
taken down.
Fucking
Kenny
block.
Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's game. Lose.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
There's literally only one thing I can do.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He caught it.
Complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And it's caught. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Do I want to go to OT or do I want to go for 2 for the dub?
By scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
What's up, War Wolf? Oh, it's not going to let me make that decision. All right. We in OT
right
now.
Now we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. First throw of overtime for Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense.
Damn it.
So that'll back him up 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr.
Hello?
Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I did not even see that you joined.
Throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone,
no.
or
Better against
Fucking a
man
boot.
because now you're running
Madden.
away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Sounds like me. I just got Wolfenstein
Got an open man
earlier today, and I got the 2 free game.
Yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there in a Raider first. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4.
I invited you like I don't know how long ago, and that's why I didn't notice that when I can't English anymore. That's why I didn't notice whenever you joined.
Sorry, probably just you're in the middle of the game and you don't catch that information easily.
Now again. And that time almost intercepted. They change things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. And this will be caught. Touchdown.
Yeah.
They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
It's the game, y'all.
Making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this.
Yeah. We wieners. Alright, I'm gonna grab a brewski before we start the next game. Oh. Alright, I has returned. Oi.
start your week by installing your game plan.
Game day goal. Finish the game with no sacks, no interceptions, and no fumbles. All right.
Hey, everybody, it's
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Come on, set. 30 base.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Shit up
and
my
the
ass.
Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we, remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
The throw complete here to Williams. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Yeah, it'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And an Allen, and it's a fumble.
Shit.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
60 out, Law. Watch before. Hey, watch the slant. Go.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready.
2nd and 2. Being chased out left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to throw now on 1st down. The open man here, Renfro. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So we are in the final minute now of the 1st half as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
This is Richard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Carr now to throw. There's a short little toss to Carrier. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right.
Nowhere to escape, and he
goes on the ball,
down.
damn it.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Carr going to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, God damn it.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On first down, Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, he's going to let this go. And this is caught. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it.
I'm back.
Well, oh yeah.
Just not gonna.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at
Just
their own
button on
20-yard line.
That gone, Peach. I was eating your own.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Can't beat it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd
So
and 3.
where's your buddy?
He's at his
To
dad.
throw his Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Yeah, his aunt
Oakland.
pissed him off this morning, and he was like, you know what? Fuck off.
As the first half
And just
is winding
got his shit
down,
into his
and
dad.
the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion.
Okay, Miss Vader.
Fine.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Not terrible, but not but it is pretty cool.
Carr now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game...
Nowhere to
As soon as
escape,
he got
and
open,
he goes down.
the guy couldn't hold his block.
L.J. Collier brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too sure. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. 180. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
One down. 180. Come on. That's it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Carr completes it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Richard on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big
still
target
chilling
for the
in the
touchdown.
chat.
Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the.
Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Mike 57. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
Ain't no way. That's a lot.
Big Will is still here.
That's it.
On 1st down, Richard lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now, you know.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
They really think they're going to be able to come
Seahawks going
back.
to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. From just shy of midfield, Carr, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's
I wanted to
fucking
make them
incomplete in the end zone.
Make them hate their lives.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field.
You know what? I'll do it again. I'll just take a shot.
Grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd.
Oh, whatever. They ain't going to score, what, 2 times in a minute and a half?
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Damn it, I always fuck these punts up.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Geno Smith. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.
All right, we are going to the regular season now. Probably should actually read the text messages out loud, but yeah, I'm a little lazy for that. I'm tired.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
We're going to go with fucking 30 passing touchdowns.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
So I have to win.
One time for the old times in the East Bay. It's the coach. This is our second of two here on this opening Monday night. Coming up, the Oakland Raiders, playing in likely their final home opener in the 5-1-0 as they host their division rivals, the Denver Broncos. I'll be back to make sense of this opening weekend at halftime, but first, we're out to the Bay Area. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland.
All right, so they scored on their first drive.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Down. 60 or. Go. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
I don't know.
Instead, it's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They
Oh, you fucking cheese ball right there. Fucking, I was throwing it to somebody else, and he was open further down the field. You fucking asshole.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Pretty big.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Here's a short little toss to Carrier. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
What's up, 2K? And thank you, Big Willie. Exclamation point Aaron in the chat, please.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right.
Damn it, I was trying to bomb it. He was open. I couldn't get my feet set.
Football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. This is caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at him. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Here's second and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as they have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass.
All right, I'm going to go grab Brewski. Alright, Ty has returned.
Welcome back.
Boy. What are you up to, Momo?
Still playing the same game.
Check and see what my controller's looking like. Cool, it's fully charged. Yeah.
Oh, I get a call.
Right, we got a
So the
ball
football
game.
will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete, and we're down
I
to
should have
8
taken my
seconds
timeout.
now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It doesn't matter.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And they score on their first drive. Fucking me.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Ready. Watch the screen. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'm back.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety.
Oh, catch the fucking ball, you ding dong.
But this one winds
You
up
were
to be
wide
incomplete.
open.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Todd Davis.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
And he can't hang on to it.
Right, well, I guess
nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on
it looked
that one,
like
didn't we? That
single
was truly
coverage.
3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. AT Gator. Switch up, switch up. Let it go. Hit it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Oh, it ain't going to work.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Come on, fat boy.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a screen to Richard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's
that looked like it hurt.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
30 base. Yo. Shoot.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
How you doing, homie?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You know, just same shit, just another day.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. It's Williams on the catch.
Oh,
taken down, but not
getting over your sickness. I hope you feel better soon.
Play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The game right here.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
They fucking body bumped each other. Fuck.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,
well, that blows.
My dog got out. I had no idea she was outside. I haven't opened the door, so I don't know how she got outside.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Oh, my dog gets on my nerves. You're always giving her hell right now.
Actually, you know what? Judge me if you want, Dingus. I'm gonna go back and bump down the difficulty because I want to relax and have fun.
Okay, I'm frustrated because I did everything right and I still can't get my bonus this game.
Rip.
Okay, let's try this. Just do each building individually. Yes.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Let's go now. 60 out now. Right. Here we go. Greystone, travel. Let's go.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blitz.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. His first touchdown of the new season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really.
An hour and a half.
The punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. On 1st down, Jacobs. Some room to work. There he goes, right side. Get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot.
started fucking showboating a little too early.
That flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try to run this one in. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Been sneezing like a motherfucker all day.
This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Yeah, I think so.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He'll look to throw, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
We're going for it. We're up by 2.
There's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Blitz coming and down it
fucking
goes.
throw the damn ball when I tell you to throw the damn ball.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Room to run past midfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
I was trying to showboat a little too much.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Let's go. 91. Check. 50. Ready. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you get a torch like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Oh, he might have been out of bounds.
Yes. The 5th. Yeah.
Oh.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Ready, step. Check. I can't believe they let you play. But
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I think after this game, I'm going to either flip up games or something. I also need to eat something.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 30 base. You better bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Going to keep running the ball. If they can't stop it, they can't stop it.
Field position inside the 10. On 1st down, Richard He's going to have the first down.
Wow, they really can't stop it.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard.
They really cannot stop the fucking run.
As his guys continue to pour it on. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And
I didn't. Oh, my God.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A guy was too fast for the ball.
Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown.
I guess we're just going to keep bombing it for the Wolves.
Will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
20. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to put this one. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. The Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
All right, I got my fucking shit-talking goal done. I was supposed to get over 250 yards rushing because one of their linemen, their defensive linemen, was texting me talking shit. So I talked shit back and said that I was going to get 250 rushing yards on his ass.
On first down, Richard.
What?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he'll
Did
be
you say
taken
Momo?
down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Gonna make food after this game.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That is if they are downloaded. Because I know as soon as you start up a game, the download times go way up.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to
especially
the
if you're
drawing board
streaming as well. So we'll see. We'll see if any of them are done downloading or whatnot. But I am going to get some food in my system.
I don't get that either.
I had bacon and eggs earlier.
On second down now, Richard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just
I'm going to be
shy
a
of the 5
dick.
at the 6.
I'm going to take a timeout at 1 second, and I'm going to kick a field goal.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
The kick is good.
Patrick Mahomes.
So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Oakland, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two.
I wonder if any of the 3 are downloaded. We'll advance the week. And, oh, well. Good game, dude. Not much else I can say. You played well enough to win, and I gotta give you credit for it. You suka la mink, bitch. Do I want to upgrade? I guess strong arm. So, out of the 3 games that I got, Big Willie, since you've been here the entire
Start
time,
your week by installing
I will
your
let
game
you
plan.
you take the pick. What would you rather see? Because there's 3 of them: Wolfenstein, Supercross, or Titanfall. So it's one of them. 2 of them are still downloading. Supercross? Yeah, okay. I can fuck around with that, see if it's any cool shizzle McNizzles. I'll probably play a little bit before I start a stream just to see if I enjoy it, and if I play something else, then you know I don't like it. But I'm out of here for now. I'm going to go get some food in my system, and yeah, I will see you guys pretty soon. Bye-bye.